Under crooked Joe Biden, the U.S. government has spent nearly $1 billion to house illegal aliens and foreign migrants in expensive luxury hotels, courtesy of you, the American taxpayer, and they want to spend billions and billions more. In many states, we're running out of hotel space because the rooms are all booked up with illegal aliens living in a very large way on the American taxpayer's dime. Meanwhile, we have 33,000 veterans in this country who are homeless and living very poorly, I might add, and it's a shame. They're living in filth and squalor on our streets. Nobody is doing a thing for them. We helped them a lot during my 4 years, and it's all been dropped. Everything we did for our veterans has been dropped. It's a disgrace. Joe Biden puts illegal aliens before homeless veterans, and we cannot let this happen any longer. The American veteran is one of our greats. These are great, great people. We have to take care of them. On day one, I will sign an executive order to cut off Joe Biden's massive spigot of funding for shelter and transport of illegal aliens and redirect a portion of those savings, a very large portion.
Hold on, bro. So that bus that was picking the immigrants up, we were paying for that?
Yes, but everything involving them is...
Yeah, Texas was paying
everything
for that.
involving them.
I did not think that deep about that.
Boy.
That bus that was going...
The gas,
you got
the
paid
tires,
the worker,
the oil change.
Texas to New York.
If the transmission goes out.
And Chicago.
Yeah.
That gas money was on us.
Yes.
The hot gas money.
Yes.
Oh, you forgot about the snack bag and all that stuff they got? Yeah. They got
Doritos.
They got,
Reese's
Kool-Aid.
Pieces.
Yeah, that Kool-Aid. No, they
Man,
really
that
had
shit
it.
is crazy,
They had
dog.
Cocoa.
Nah, bro, I didn't think about
Cocoa
that shit, bro. Nah, that's crazy, bro.
said the
So
Reese's
them pins, I'm talking about every little detail was on an American taxpayer's dollars.
Yes, of course.
Wow, bro.
Where do you think the money came from?
Hey, man.
You think they was paying for
I
it?
knew it
didn't
was
come
paying
from
for it.
some pesos.
When you think about the gas, the hell we finna do with that? You think about the tents, the covers? Golly, man, that's crazy.
Order to cut off Joe Biden's massive spigot of funding for shelter and transport of illegal aliens and redirect a portion of those savings, a very large portion, I might add, to provide shelter and treatment for homeless American veterans. I will make it a personal mission to totally eradicate veterans' homelessness in America by the end of next term. You'll see a big difference, just like you did at the VA, just like you did with, frankly, everything we touched. The border was the best border we've ever had. We were energy independent. We were soon going to be energy dominant. Our country was doing great. We had no inflation. We had the best economy in history. We're going to take care of our veterans. If you have served this nation in uniform, the Trump administration will never betray you as Joe Biden and the radical left Democrats have done. They have truly betrayed you. Anybody voting for a Democrat is very foolish, very, very foolish. We certainly will not be putting illegal alien lawbreakers up in ultimate luxury while American veterans lay shivering on the sidewalks below. Unlike Biden, our loyalty will not be to illegal aliens who have violated our borders and come into our country illegally. They've trampled our sovereignty. It will be to the brave men and women who enlisted their lives to defend our borders and to protect our sovereignty. Thank you very much. We're going to take care of our veterans.
Wow, man, it's just so powerful every time I hear them talk, man. It is a lot of veterans that are actually on the streets that can't get no VA benefits and a lot of stuff. My mama worked at the VA, matter of fact, try to help people get their claims, man. It's crazy that there's more people that was actually didn't have nothing to do with this nation just get treated above all of them other people.
It's crazy that people are talking about reparations and stuff while we were literally watching the government give people free money and free housing and free everything.
They give them reparations.
That's right there. Yeah,
They give reparations for them.
Yeah,
they signed off on that.
And you voted for it.
Bro, I wish we could put in the Boondocks clip without getting copyrighted of when the Hurricane Katrina came. And the dad was trying to go get a job when he went in line. He tried to pretend like he was a Mexican. He put on a stash. He started speaking Spanish. He said, "Count the weight, nigga." Oh, it's so funny. But I was watching the other day. I said that was way before I could even like. I couldn't. Yeah, I know that went over my head so bad.
my FEMA check finna be on the way.
Give my FEMA check.
Oh, shit.
In recent weeks, Americans have been horrified to see students and faculty at Harvard and other once respected universities expressing support for the savages and jihadists who attacked Israel. We spend more money on higher education than any other country, and yet they're turning our students into communists and terrorists and sympathizers of many, many different dimensions. We can't let this happen. It's time to offer something dramatically different. Under the plan I'm announcing today, we will take the billions and billions of dollars that we will collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university endowments, and we will then use that money to endow a new institution called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a truly world-class education available to every American, free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills, and make that material available to every American citizen online for free. Whether you want lectures or ancient histories or an introduction to financial accounting or training in a skilled trade, the goal will be to deliver it and get it done properly. Using study groups, mentors, industry partnerships, and the latest breakthrough in computing, this will be a truly top-tier education option for the people. It will be strictly non-political, and there will be no wokeness or jihadism allowed. None of that's going to be allowed. Most importantly, the American Academy will compete directly with the existing and very costly four-year university system by granting students degree credentials that the U.S. government and all federal contractors will henceforth recognize. The Academy will award the full and complete equivalent of a bachelor's degree. In addition, to help the 40 million Americans who have some college education but no degree, the American Academy will grant credit for past coursework at legacy institutions and give you the chance to complete your education at the American Academy for free and much more quickly than is now possible or available. This will be a revolution in higher education and will provide life-changing opportunities for tens of millions of our citizens. Enjoy it, learn from it, and thank you.
Question about that.
Wow,
though.
I have a lot of questions.
You know, a lot of people are trying to say that this is white people reparations.
No, that's not what that is. That's not what they was talking about. They was
This
talking
not
about,
this
they was
video?
talking about when he was talking about the civil rights and DEI initiatives. That's what they was talking about. But the question about this I have is like, so what does that mean for us to have degrees from these universities? And you're gonna give, well, I mean, like, but like you're giving a free equivalent to people, like, so like there's no point in paying to go to school then.
That's their point.
That's
They
his
tryna-
point.
They trying to
Yeah, because that's what he's saying. That
get
they're
people out
basically
of
been
there.
ripping us off, brother.
Yeah.
Bro, but like I'm confused. Like, so
Is you hating?
well, I'm just confused on how that's gonna work.
What you mean? He just said how it's gonna work.
It's just
gonna
like,
be
bro,
all
I
right.
never
mean,
seen
he
this
said,
coming.
he said an idea. He didn't say how it was gonna work.
Well, it's basically.
I
All
never
this
saw
shit
this
is an
coming though.
idea.
So basically, they want to make an America college,
For free to everyone online.
and you can get the degree if you pass the test and do these things.
So, but I'm just confused. Like,
That's
Transfer
actually
your
really
credits
cool.
probably too.
That is all. He said that they doing that.
So we can transfer our credits to that.
Yes, that's what he said. Because if you partly did it, they'll take it. So if you fully did it, they should also take it too.
No, but look,
I'm confused.
No, I'm not confused because the
I'm very
internet.
confused.
The internet is a free thing, right?
Yeah.
So people always been talking
Unlimited
about,
knowledge.
imagine if college was free, guys. That would be better for America.
I don't
Now
think
it's
that would
an
be a good
internet.
thing.
It'll be
I think college being a good thing would be a bad
Because
thing.
Well,
Well, it would devalue the college degree.
okay, but the thing is, Americans are going to be smarter now.
No,
You have
for
no
sure.
excuse.
I
Americans
agree.
are going to be smarter. If we're 24th, like he said on the last video, we're ranked 24th in the world for education.
And we spend the most.
And people complain that they can't go to college. Oh, I can't go to college; it's too high. Make it online, and
Yeah,
then
no,
that
yeah,
benefits
I
America
agree.
for everybody.
I agree. And it's not political.
It's
I
all
don't
you
know.
hating.
I'm
bro.
not hating. I just don't understand. I just don't like. It sounds good. Just I just want to know what the execution is gonna be like because it just.
It sounds
What's the
hard.
difference?
It sounds
People
good.
pay
It's
for
like,
well,
how's
people
that gonna work for people that have degrees that pay for them? So now people are just gonna go get a free equivalent.
Yes.
How's that make sense? Then what's the point of going to college?
But
There
the
won't
problem
be
is
one
he
anymore.
basically
That's
said
what they're trying to do.
All of us that paid for it, we got scammed.
Yeah, we
with
did.
with something like the internet now. People have all these courses and stuff that they make people pay for to get knowledge. But now, as an American, if we have a right,
Yeah,
we
I
have the
agree,
right
I
to being
agree.
in America, then we will get a free education.
I think for
online.
America, it is the best thing.
That is great. I think it is great.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's definitely a great plan, but like the execution of it will be
Well,
interesting.
will people say their degrees is viable right now? That people that got regular degrees.
See, that's the
That's
problem.
what I'm saying,
It's not.
though.
It's
So what's the
really not.
difference if he?
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying, though.
what's
Like,
the
people
difference
are
if he do
getting
that, though?
degrees.
But like you gotta realize people are getting degrees in dumb shit. I'm
No,
going
no,
to go
but
get a
there's
degree
also
in,
other
in
cases too, though.
intersectionalities. Well, you fucking played yourself,
But that's
dumbass.
why exactly, and that's proven. That's also
So
what
why
he's
he talking
saying.
about?
Hey.
These things these skills are not going to be bullshit. These
Yeah,
are
they
going to be things
finessing
that aren't going to
people.
help you in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, that nigga Charles Good.
Hey, this is a good idea.
It'll be interesting to see if it actually goes through.
It's like an equal opportunity thing. Like that's what they fight for so much on the left. This is what they should love this because everybody has an equal
Equal
opportunity.
opportunity.
It's
This is
free.
great.
You get your ass on some Wi-Fi and a computer up at Starbucks, and boom,
No
you
student
at
loans.
home. Like the rest of these
It's
niggas.
just gonna be very interesting.
Yeah,
to
bro,
me.
'cause it will be
it sounds like very good, but it's like okay, all this sounds a little too damn good to be true.
It does.
It does kind of.
That's why I'm like. That's why I immediately was like, okay,
But-
so
but
how's it
that's
gonna
why I
work?
said I have
How's it
questions
gonna be
about it, but-
accredited. How's it gonna like
look
hold
though.
the same weight? Like how is it like how's
can
it
make
gonna
it
compete
into
with
law.
colleges? No, you can't make it into law. It has to get passed.
What?
He said the
What do you
U.S.
mean?
government will recognize it as that. So
All
it'll
of that-
take
all of that
time.
has
It'll
to
take
go
time
through
for
systems and
like,
processes.
private businesses and stuff. It'll take time for them to like trust that probably. But
Well,
it's like this is a long term.
Well, if it's accredited, they have to
Well,
trust
I'm
it.
basically saying. I think he's basically saying you can get it like a trade.
No, he said
Anything.
He said it's supposed
A
to teach you
bachelor's,
skills.
bachelor's
He
level.
said it's supposed to be an equivalent to the
Bachelor's
bachelor's, and
level.
it's supposed to be much faster.
Which these days a bachelor's degree is like what it used to be a high school degree. Now.
I wouldn't say that.
That's what
Huh.
that,
It
a lot of
technically
people-
is.
Jordan Peterson even
definitely
said
depends.
that.
It definitely depends what you have a bachelor's degree in.
Man, people get bachelor's degree and make
basically,
$50,000 a year now.
But look though,
That's a lot. That's a good amount of money.
everybody
Back then,
in
high school degree
America,
got you that.
we're gonna have the same opportunity at this point. Huh? Everybody, if you got internet, you're gonna have an opportunity.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's what I said.
I don't see this happening.
I kind of do,
By
bro.
the
That makes
way.
sense, bro. 'Cause
You
then
get a
lot of
library
courses
card and you
online.
gotta.
Okay,
you
but
go up
y'all
there.
making it seem like
Bro,
this is like he's
but
gonna
look
get in
up.
office and this is
You're
immediately
right.
gonna be a
No, you're
thing.
right.
Like this is
You're
gonna be
right.
something that takes years. This is a
It's gonna
plan.
take time.
This is a
A long
concept
term.
of an idea.
The
So I'm
only
like,
problem-
okay, so how when you go about implementing this and executing it and
No.
making all these things happen, how is that gonna
Look,
work?
you're
That's
right.
my question.
The only
You over
problem-
here? Oh, that's a great idea. It's gonna change
Yeah,
America.
it
Oh, no,
is.
no. Okay,
It
yeah,
should.
it is.
I think it
yeah,
is.
in essence, it is. But execution and actually happening in reality
So you
is
say,
completely
but
fucking
that's
different.
the thing, though. I'm not gonna question the execution.
You
Only
should.
thing- I'm
You
not-
should.
I'm not questioning
You should.
execution on something
You should.
That could be easy on the internet.
You should question
How
the
can I
issue of
question
it.
something that's gonna be on the internet?
Because
the only
hold on,
question,
hold on,
because
hold on.
it sounds too
No,
good to be true. That's why.
But it's on
That's
the
why I
internet.
said, bro.
But look,
that
look,
doesn't mean
look,
anything.
look,
Did you hear all them steps that he said had to happen?
But wait,
you think
but
that
wait,
shit that's gonna
one
happen
point,
day one? Are you crazy?
One point though, they're taking all the money that they were
It's a
funding
step,
the
though.
colleges with and pouring it into this. So if you pour that amount of money into a thing, it's gotta be like
Hey.
it's gonna work out.
Hey, that's gonna be a
It's been a lot
process
of
too,
changes.
though.
It's gonna be
already.
well funded.
That's gonna be a process
It's
too,
been
though.
a lot of changes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
gonna be a
I'm not-
process
but
too,
that's-
though.
yeah, it's not gonna
This is
happen
not
tomorrow.
gonna happen day one.
Only thing I'm questioning is the weight. That's a little
Yeah,
bit like,
yeah, the
okay,
weight,
Okay,
yeah.
if a lot of
Me
people have
too.
college degrees, how is this all? Everybody going? How is money gonna be dispersed amongst? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's
We'll
what I'm
figure it
trying
out.
to figure
That's
out.
the only. But we can. Figure
Let's
it out.
ask Vivek and
But we
Eli.
can't-
That's
we
what I'm
can't.
trying to figure out.
What I'm saying though, I'm not gonna question something like
Hell
this
no.
when they obviously have been proven that these universities aren't doing anything
No,
for students.
but I'm on the side
And-
now of I think that college is a scam for the most part.
And that's what he's basically trying
Unless
to
you're like an athlete or a scholar and you're on a scholarship. If you free,
lot
how
of
did you get
people-
scammed? You did it. But if you 60 G's in debt, it might be a scam. Now that I'm older, I think that maybe.
So what
Crucify
I'm
me.
saying is though,
I'm not
if
mad
for
at
somebody
that
with a
take. But you
degree,
can go to community
when somebody
college and
with
get
a
one and
degree,
all that, you know, and
if
I'm
they
not mad at
question,
that take.
oh, so wait, I mean, so they basically just effed me. I'll be a hating ass nigga to be upset with the younger generation just because they can get something online for free.
No, I'm
Well,
not.
no,
I
I'm
said
not
do
hating
it.
at all.
No,
It's
I'm
just
just
to me,
saying,
it sounds so good, but it's just like,
no,
how
but
is
you
that
said-
gonna
you-
happen?
It sounds like the college
How's
free
it
for
gonna
free.
affect college football?
Nigga,
Or
I wanna know how
college
this
free
gonna affect
debt.
me. I want to know how this shit gonna affect me.
College
I'm-
free debt.
Good for y'all, but what about me?
How's it
That's what I
going?
think about.
Are we going?
What
Is this
about
the end
me?
of college
I know,
football?
The fuck?
I mean,
Is this the end of the
Y'all
SEC?
act like this shit's
That-
gonna
that is
happen.
a little
Y'all act
selfish
like this shit's
because-
just gonna happen and just be the
That's the
greatest
only
thing
thing.
ever.
No,
This
no,
shit
no.
is going to be a long time
Yeah,
in
we
execution.
just
Shit, this
said-
shit.
we just talking about the idea.
No, the idea is a great
We
idea.
talking about the idea.
But to me, I'm listening to the idea. I'm like, okay, this sounds a little too good to be true. You about to do all that shit for free, rival a college degree for free, and have it accredited and be on the hold the same way.
No, yeah, it
That
sounds-
to me,
it
I'm
sounds
like,
far-fetched
all
a
right,
bit.
that shit sounds like a
Okay,
fucking
hold on,
fairy
though.
tale.
It-
That's why I
it
said,
sounded like a
how's
fairy
that shit
tale
gonna work?
at the university?
But I'm with it.
It sounded like a fairy tale going
Well-
to physically being there at the university, but doing this from home with a laptop. laptop.
Yeah.
It does sound
Well,
attainable.
I'm gonna keep it 100. It sounds more attainable than pay off student debt.
Yeah.
This sounds way more attainable than that, to be honest.
No, the only reason
it's
that
definitely on the
sounds,
same level as me.
it just sounds
Wow.
like,
I don't know
why
about
didn't
that.
somebody
It's
think of this
nigga
before.
hating, bro.
I'm not hating. I'm
crazy.
critically thinking. You guys over here, what? Nigga say he finna
Because
pack
it sounds
university
easy.
endowment.
It sounds easy, though.
That's just not finna be easy, nigga.
How
Are
we
you
know?
fucking kidding
How we
me?
know?
Did you hear what all that steps he had to say?
heard it. We
You think
know.
that shit's
We
gonna
heard
happen overnight?
We didn't say that.
You're not logically
Nobody-
thinking.
nobody
That's just
said
going to
that
be a
either.
process.
Nobody
And you
said
think,
anything.
if you think people are just gonna let that shit happen and they just gonna be like, oh yeah, you can do all this shit.
Hey,
No,
y'all-
nigga,
hey,
that's
man,
not
keep
gonna
it on.
happen.
Hey, y'all, you
He's
better than-
gonna go
It's
toe to
better
toe with $1 billion industry and say, hey, I'm about to get some. I'm about to take money
But
from
he
y'all
is
and
the
make a
man to
free
do
thing
it, though.
to get. But I'm saying that shit.
He got
okay,
three-
it's processes in place. I'm looking at this shit. I'm looking at
Congress,
this. I'm like, okay,
hold on,
this
Supreme
shit sounds
Judge,
good, but
Republican.
how's it gonna happen?
Hold on.
Yo,
Here go Bill.
Hold on. Have America
Be for
always
real.
claimed about college has been a scam?
Yes.
Recently,
Okay.
yes.
Yes,
So
recently, yes.
How can we change that?
This.
It's going to be a way. It's going to be a way to figure out. how to
Okay,
change
but
it.
you
maybe
gotta
this
realize,
is
though.
it. Maybe this isn't. But
But they
it's a
have the
step.
funding to back it.
And-
I think it can
and if it's on
happen.
the internet,
But I'm
I think
saying
it's
all them steps that
attainable
this
and
nigga
possible.
just said had to go through.
Yeah.
All them
Yeah.
steps,
But it's a lot of steps to do a lot of
this
stuff,
and that,
man.
this and that. You think that shit's gonna happen in a year?
That's what- no.
That might take years for all this to
That's
happen.
gonna take years.
That's why I'm listening to it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this sounds great,
But it's a
how
step.
is that gonna happen?
Imagine under the Democrat administration, where we would have been at.
This
I
not
would
even
have
an idea.
been at.
I would have said
Wouldn't
the
even
same
be an
thing.
idea.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I would have said the same thing.
Without mine been on, maybe you could obtain something on the internet and get a.
I'm not. Nobody's
I think you
questioning
can.
the obtaining of it.
This is America,
I'm just
you
listening
know?
to the whole process of what he just said.
Hey, this is
I'm
good
like,
for the little black
okay.
boys in the hood, man. I know
Yeah.
that for a fact. So,
is.
if this possible, I think it's a great idea.
No,
you
it's
know?
a great idea. Nobody said it wasn't a great idea.
But you know,
I'm just listening to it. I'm like, okay, so how
know?
is all this gonna happen?
But
How
you
is
also
this
this
gonna
saying,
happen?
oh, I mean, I'm just trying to make sure. I'm just trying to see how it is going to affect me. You're not wrong. For
I
that.
wanna know how it's gonna affect
It is
me.
going to affect some people.
The fuck?
But then and then it's going to be.
Man, you on
I'm very
YouTube, when they
logical
gonna
in
affect
thinking
you.
that.
You on
I'm very
YouTube.
logical in thinking that. I want to know how is it going to
it's
affect
gonna
me.
affect everybody for sure, some way. I mean, everything got a pro and a con to it.
Well,
the con
duh.
is that a lot of people gonna have more degrees. They better work hard, but nobody gonna have no way
That's
to
why.
complain.
That's why I said
It's gonna-
things
that's
like
what
this.
we know. We
It's
know
also
that.
going to make the bachelor's degree. It's going to make it like a high school degree. Like everyone's
Yeah.
going to have that.
But
It's
everybody
free.
ain't gonna
Everyone
do it,
has a
though.
bachelor's now.
Everybody ain't
I
gonna
listen
do
to
it.
everything.
Everybody not
Any,
gonna do it.
any politician says,
That's what I'm saying.
I say, hey, this is a good idea, but how is it gonna affect
Yes.
me?
But-
So you tell me I'm hating
look,
for
no,
thinking
no,
that.
no, no.
Nigga, that's
But-
the most
but that's
important thing.
how- but look,
Good
though.
for y'all, but what about me?
But look though,
The fuck?
that's all politics.
You on YouTube. You don't need that degree.
It's all pros and cons to every situation. But what I'm saying is, we know the con is gonna affect some people with degrees because it's gonna be more. But then the pro is that
All
these
right,
little
y'all.
black boys and these people in the hood, these poor people, that's gonna be a pro for them.
Hell
I'd
yeah.
rather the pro
And
be
I'm
for
with it.
them
Yeah.
than me.
Nah, I wouldn't.
We don't need
I'm
it.
more
So
about me.
that's what I said. You ain't that.
That's fine. That's cool. Good for them. But I gotta worry about me at the end of the day.
That's what I said.
Him doing good. Don't put food on. Put more money in
You
my
know,
pocket.
hey,
That's
man.
what I gotta say. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me.
Yeah, I ain't nothing wrong.
That's
with
the only
that, man.
person I need to be worried
Ain't
about in
nothing
this
wrong
world
with that.
is me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think it's one more clip, y'all.
I think this is the most possible thing you could do
It's
for
gonna
niggas
force
that
niggas
can't
to hustle.
afford it. Yeah,
It's
or
gonna force niggas to hustle, man. You know, I mean, and them little kids that
They ain't have an opportunity to go to school to
they
pay
didn't
for
have
that
an
shit.
opportunity, and then the kids that parents that did have a more financial situation that they could send this little dweeb through school, and he not even a hard worker, but it's a hard worker that couldn't even go to school. You feel me? You know, but maybe he could have went to school. I don't know, cause you can get good grades and still go to school. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. But there's a lot of people with money, their parents just forcing them through college. And I mean, this kid don't know how to work hard for the worth of damn. So, you know, hey man, let's put everybody on the same level, man. Everybody can get there. Let's see who gonna out hustle who, man.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
No context. That's I think that's Barack's okay. So Barack Obama banker.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
Shit. Get your Bitcoin. Get your Bitcoin. It's gonna reach 100 right now.
I didn't know he was that unpopular. I didn't know he was that unpopular. Let me say it again. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. Whoa.
That's why Bitcoin went crazy.
I will appoint a new SEC chairman who believes America should build the future, not block the future, which is what they're doing.
Bitcoin finna touch probably $150,000.
Hey, what's good? It's actually
That's
grown
a $60,000 increase.
I feel like
it's grown $30,000 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and Trump is not in office.
Listen to me,
It
brother.
changed
Remember
in a
people
week.
getting on Odell Beckham ass? They was on his ass. Do you know how much he's probably profited off that Bitcoin shit right now?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh my God, bro.
He's held it
He
the
has
whole
doubled.
time.
He probably doubled his money.
He posted
For
about
sure.
it. He posted about it on X earlier. So
No.
y'all said I was dumb for
Hey,
taking
bro, look,
my
look.
contract in Bitcoin.
Over a month. Let me just show y'all. This is a month. That's 67,000. It touched.
It's up
It's at
bad.
95 today.
It went to like, and then now it's at like 92. I think that was the highest point it reached.
Oh.
But that is insane. Over a year.
Dogecoin going
Over
up.
a year.
Everything.
Last year
going
was at 40,000, at 37,000. When Odell bought it at? I don't know, but before that.
Like, he got it 2 years ago.
up. He got
Yeah,
it.
bro.
It was at 90.
He did.
He got it
was
at the
90
highest.
this
I think.
morning.
I think
That is true. That is
last highest.
that is triple, brother.
I don't doubt Bitcoin, but I doubt all the other cryptos.
Oh, I agree.
I'll doubt
Bitcoin is
that.
the only one that you can
Hey,
trust.
y'all, don't sleep on Doge out there now. Doge been
No,
going
let's not get to
crazy.
promoting crypto. We ain't them type of YouTubers.
You know, yeah, nah, but you know, hey, yeah, there's some YouTubers that
They were scared bit off that.
yeah, it's definitely something.
Dump.
That's what they was
And man,
doing.
I just don't.
Them
like,
people evil.
it feels like we elevating guys, and I just don't know where we would have been under the Democratic administration. These are, I mean,
Hey.
you know, these are politicians. Y'all
We'll
right.
be at war with
Y'all
China.
right. But let's see where it goes, man. I mean, I think I like Vivek, and I think Elon has some pretty good things to show out of himself.
I think
so. Let's
so.
see. You know, if he put these good people in positions, let's see where it can take us, guys.